The Walking Dead, Season 3. The third season of The Walking Dead ramps up the intensity, introducing new threats, complex character dynamics, and an expanded world. This season is marked by power struggles, moral dilemmas, and the constant dangers of both the undead and human adversaries. Picking up several months after the group's escape from Hershel's farm, Season 3 explores themes of survival, leadership, and the lengths people will go to in order to protect what they've built. Plot overview. The season opens with Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln, and his group scavenging for food and safety, having spent the winter on the move. Exhausted and desperate, they stumble upon an abandoned prison, which they decide to clear of walkers and claim as their new home. The prison represents a potential safe haven, but it is fraught with dangers, both from within and outside its walls. Meanwhile, Andrea, Lori Holden, who is separated from the group at the end of Season 2, is rescued by a mysterious and skilled survivor named Michonne Denai. Together, they encounter Woodbury, a seemingly idyllic community led by the charismatic yet sinister governor, David Morrissey. As Andrea becomes enamored with Woodbury, Michonne grows suspicious of the governor's true intentions. Back at the prison, the group faces a host of challenges, including dwindling supplies, walker attacks, and the emergence of a new threat, a group of prisoners who have survived the initial outbreak. Tensions rise as Rick takes a more authoritarian role, adopting a do-whatever-it-takes mentality to ensure the group's survival. His leadership is tested as the line between right and wrong becomes increasingly blurred. The season's central conflict arises when the governor discovers the group at the prison. Viewing them as a threat to his control over Woodbury, he launches a series of attacks, setting the stage for a brutal and deadly showdown. The season culminates in a dramatic battle between the two groups, with devastating consequences for both sides. Key characters: Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln. Rick's transformation continues in Season 3 as he adopts a hardened, no-nonsense approach to leadership. The weight of his decisions and the losses he endures take a toll on his psyche, leading to moments of instability and doubt. The governor, David Morrissey, introduced in this season, the governor is one of the series' most iconic antagonists. Beneath his outward charm lies a ruthless and manipulative leader who will stop at nothing to maintain control over Woodbury. His obsession with power and revenge drives much of the season's conflict. Michonne Denai, a new addition to the series, Michonne quickly becomes a fan favorite. Wielding a katana and accompanied by two chain walker pets, she is a fierce and resourceful survivor with a mysterious past. Her skepticism of the governor and loyalty to Andrea highlight her strong moral compass. Andrea, Lori Holden. Andrea's arc in Season 3 focuses on her time in Woodbury and her complicated relationship with the governor. Torn between her loyalty to Michonne and her desire for stability, Andrea becomes a tragic figure as she struggles to reconcile the governor's true nature with her need for safety. Daryl Dixon, Norman Reedus. Daryl solidifies his role as Rick's trusted right-hand man. His leadership skills and emotional depth are explored further, particularly through his complicated relationship with his brother Merle, Michael Rooker. Merle Dixon, Michael Rooker. Merle returns this season as one of the governor's enforcers. His violent tendencies and volatile personality create tension within both Woodbury and Rick's group. Glenn Rhee, Stephen Yeun, and Maggie Green. Lauren Cohan. Glenn and Maggie's relationship deepens this season as they face harrowing challenges, including being captured and tortured by the governor. Their love and resilience become a source of hope for the group. Carl Grimes, Chandler Riggs. Carl continues to grow up quickly in the harsh realities of the apocalypse. His development into a more hardened and capable survivor reflects the loss of innocence in this new world. Major themes: leadership and power. The season juxtaposes Rick's leadership at the prison with the governor's rule over Woodbury. While Rick struggles with the moral weight of his decisions, the governor represents unchecked power and control. Their conflict raises questions about what makes an effective leader in a world without laws. Moral ambiguity. Season 3 blurs the line between hero and villain. Rick's increasingly harsh decisions and the governor's charm challenge viewers to consider the complexities of survival and morality. Family and loyalty. The season explores the bonds of family and loyalty, particularly through Daryl and Merle's relationship, Glenn and Maggie's love, and Rick's determination to protect his son, Carl. These connections are often tested under extreme circumstances. Hope and despair. The prison represents a fragile hope for safety and stability, but the constant threats remind the survivors that despair is never far away. Woodbury offers a deceptive sense of security, highlighting the dangers of false hope. Style and cinematography. Season 3 expands the visual scope of the series, contrasting the bleak and claustrophobic prison with the seemingly utopian community of Woodbury. The prison's dark, decaying interiors create a sense of isolation and danger, while Woodbury's bright, orderly streets mask the governor's sinister control. The action sequences are more intense and frequent, with large-scale walker battles and brutal confrontations between the two groups. The show's signature use of practical effects and makeup for the walkers continues to impress, adding realism to the horror. Reception. Season 3 was widely praised for its character development, intense action, and the introduction of compelling new characters like Michonne and the Governor. Critics highlighted the season's exploration of leadership and morality, as well as the deepening complexity of its core characters. The rivalry between Rick and the Governor became a defining element of the series, and David Morrissey's performance was particularly lauded. Some viewers, however, felt that the pacing in the second half of the season slowed down, particularly during the build-up to the final showdown. Despite this, the season's emotional depth and thrilling moments solidified The Walking Dead as a cultural phenomenon. Legacy and impact. Season 3 of The Walking Dead expanded the show's world and raised the stakes, introducing one of its most memorable villains and deepening the complexities of its characters. The prison and Woodbury storylines laid the groundwork for future conflicts, while the themes of power and morality continued to resonate throughout the series. The season's exploration of human nature in the face of adversity, combined with its mix of horror and drama, solidified The Walking Dead as a show that transcends the zombie genre. Its ability to balance intense action with emotional storytelling made it a standout season, leaving audiences eager for what came next.